Hello everybody, so here we are again and we will be working on Brainly application after I think 5 days or something. There has been a huge gap, not 5 days but at least 4 days minimum. There must have been at least 4 days. Okay, so today finally I got a chance and ultimately I don't have to go anywhere. Earlier I had to go to some of the places and because of that thing it was hard for me to just continue with the things, but now it's easy peasy. Oh, come on, yaar. My mobile's network, like hotspot is not on. Just a sec. Let me just get this setup done, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, just a sec. Let me get settled, and then I turn it on, like turn the webcam on. Oh, come on, yeah, just suffering from this sneeze as well. Having said that, today again we'll be working on it for 3 hours. So let's see how much we can actually do. I hope in couple of days this project will be done, and then I'll be switching to the next one because there's really nothing hard in this one, like just a normal project, right? Good thing would be that we will be actually hosting it online. So let's see how that's gonna be going on. It won't be for a long time, just for testing purpose we will be hosting it online on AWS on EC2 machine, and I think front end and back end both will be hosted on that. Let's see. Even we'll use what domain name, we'll use Nginx and all these things. Okay, let me see now. Okay, good morning, Rohil Prajapati. Sorry bro, just got a little late. I've been just fixing the things and all. By the way, good to see you here, and I hope I'm audible enough to be heard. Okay, but let's see. Control panel. Finally, after so many days, I got the chance to be live in the morning. Seriously, it's been long time, really long time. Like 4 days, that's not less, right? But at least I don't have to go anywhere. That means I can be live all the day. So it will just be going on like this. The next thing that I need to do is open the VS Code, spinning it up, and then continue. I was learning about Python. Even the basic Python learning is done. So from today onwards, I will be focusing on GenAI. But let's leave that behind. Let's simply focus on the Brainly by me. Okay, so ultimately here I was stuck, and even I just got an idea to just fix it. So let's see whether we face the same thing today or not, and then I'll try to fix it. I do have some plans in my mind anyway. I had to fix this problem. CD front end, and their plans just occurred. I'm not sure they will work or not, but at least I have a way. It's better to have something than nothing. Backend ls. Let's check the database that's not running. So docker start, and that's gonna be MongoDB. That is just the name of the database, so don't worry about it. If I run it, the MongoDB database will be started. Nice to meet you, bro, too. It's good to see you here. ls, and then npm run dev. Even I'm done with running npm, like using npm package. It's better to switch to yarn or maybe some other ones. It's been so long using the same, but let's see. ls, let's run the, okay, it got connected. npm run dev, let's run the front end and see how the things are going on. Mainly we have to work on the profile page. Home page was kind of done. Let's see. Let's open it here. Local host 5173. Alright, so we are here and it looks like this. What is the next thing that we can do? We are already logged in, so let's simply log out from here. Let's log in again, and this time that was 1, and the password, let's enter the password and all. Password 123, login. So we are here. If I just click on get started, well, so many fetching, content got and all. Forget about them. sorry, clicked on it by mistake. So this much we've got over here. The first problem is that I have to get redirected to the content page. So let me try to fix that. I hope whatever I thought that's gonna work fine. Whenever I log in auth page, no sorry, auth form, where is that? Here it is. Whenever I log in, I have to navigate to the slash content page, but this does not work as expected, that is for sure. So log out, click on login, open password PASSWORD 123. Okay, so I'm still redirected to the home page. What I can do over here, I think that's gonna work. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure about it, but let's see. Let's get rid of this part. So what I want to do that what exactly happens whenever I log in. At the time I'm redirected to slash content page, that means this particular route, but at that time I'm redirected to slash login because of this. But the thing is that if his login is true, then why am I redirected there? Anyway, I'm redirected to slash login page, and once I'm redirected to slash login, as even I'm not logged in, I'm redirected to the home page because I'm logged in. So let's guard this particular route. Like, I don't want to run it unnecessarily. So what I want to do that what can I do over here? If user is logged in, then user should not be able to visit this particular page. Okay. No, user should be able to visit. If user tries to go to the login page, that user should be redirected to the. Okay, that's not gonna work then. Mainly this is the problem, that is for sure, this login thing. If I make it content over here, then it's there's possibility for it to work. So let's even check this thing out. One and password 123, and guess what? Yeah, I'm redirected to the home page. Sorry, content page. So ultimately this is something that is causing the problem. Okay, let's even keep it just below so that it looks good. It should be just below sign up and all. So this is the route that I have. Great. I want to redirect to the home page only. That is also right. Some way or the other, I'm redirected to slash login page. Why am I redirected to slash login page? Because I'm redirected to this particular page, and this redirects me to the slash login page. Okay, if I don't have any condition over there, like these conditions, auth page and navigate slash and all, if I'm just simply navigating the user to the, where is the sign up? This is the one. Or let's remove it and let's make it replace it by end and all. So this is how I'm gonna be. This does not work, that's alright. I can just simply, what is this expected expression? Let's see, what does it expect? Anything? It does not. Okay, the expression was wrong, that's alright, I'll fix it, not a problem. Let's keep it like this. One more thing, let's format a bit better. Okay, it's simply saying that there is extra. Okay, so right now it's fine. So this time ultimately whenever I log in, at that time I should be redirected to the login page again, if that's the problem. Let's see. Log out from here, and I won't give it lots of time, just initial few things I want to try. I'm redirected to slash content page. This is interesting. If I go to slash login page, I'm able to visit that. That means if I don't use that navigate over here, it works fine. But once I use that, it does not work fine. What could be the reason behind that? Even this much is okay, but the thing is that if I'm using this much, then I will be able to visit the auth page. That means I need to guard it anyhow. I mean, that is a must. I mean, without that, how can we even go ahead? And whenever I try to visit this particular page, I'm navigated to the home page. That is also fine. I'm replacing it so that I can just want to go back. Or for now, let it be. I'm redirected to the home page. That's even not a bad thing. Even thing is that whenever you log in, you should be redirected to the home page only. So let's go ahead with this particular thing. Maybe later I'll figure it out. But for now, it works fine. Let's redirect to the home page. Whenever I log in, I'm redirected to the home page, and then I just go back to the content page and all. So if I log out right now, if I try to log in with any email, password 123, and here I'm redirected to the home page. I can make it better. It can be, of course, more design can be added. If I can click on get started, and here I am, but I'm getting lots of toasts over here. Why? Whenever I go to /content page, so let's go to content page. Over here, first of all, sidebar is here, and I'm not actually, I do not have any toast over here. Let's get cards. I don't have any toast here. Card, and here do I have? No, I don't have them here too. That's great. Good thing. Model. So do I have? No, I don't have cards. So where do I have those toasts? I must have them inside providers that I created. So let's go to the context. Where is that? Here it is. Context provider, auth provider. And do I have toast here? Isn't there any good way to just find it quickly? Whenever I go to content page, at that time I get it. Let's go to the content provider. Toast I have this, one of them is here, and that is it. Okay, one more here I have. Let's get rid of this thing. That is why I was thinking, why am I getting so many toasts? And this is fine. Let's see. Let's try to visit the home page first, and let's go to the click on get started. I'm getting this thing. Content got called. This toast. Where is this coming from now? Content got called. Content got called. It's hard to find the toasts because just not hard to find. Control Shift F, toast dot success, and now I should be able to find. Can't I find that? I don't wanna files to include source models. No, I don't want to include model. Rather, I want to include the entire front-end folder. Yeah. So right now, toast.success is here, and then this another one. Content got called is here. Where am I having it? I'm having it here in the content section. Let's remove it from here. Let's remove it from here as well. Well, the things are not that much hard to find to like. You can just use Control Shift F to search globally and all in all the files, and you are done. Control. Okay, so this thing is done. And anything else? I don't really think so. Let's work on the more functionality right now. First of all, I'm able to visit the pages and all. The next thing that I want to be able to add the content. So whenever I click on add a content, I should be able to add that. And not only that, even if I'm on home page and when I click on add to content, the button should appear, the model should appear. That is not appearing yet. So let's focus on that. Close all the pages right now. I said close all the pages. Control K and W for closing all the pages. Similarly, Control and left arrow to collapse everything. Then not backend. Let's go to front end. And right now I wanna focus on that add form. That means I have to go to the home page. Source. Then this is the app that I have. This is the layout that I have. And inside this layout I have footer, never, and etc. Question. Even let's go to the content page. That must be, of course, that is a page. So where is the page? Components are here. Inside components I have auth, content, embed models and all. Haven't I? Okay, here are the pages. Let's click on the page, and I have two pages, mainly 3 pages. Content page is gonna be this, where I have the model. Home page is gonna be this, where I don't. I actually need the model on the home page as well. I have the model on the content page. Similarly, I need the model on the home page. So let's keep the model over here. Okay, I'll be importing it anyway. So model. So I have the model over here. What is the benefit of having it over here? That this will be popped up. This will be popping whenever I click on add content. Similarly, I have over here. So this pops up, and the same model should do the same thing. Let's go ahead, reload the page, and click on add content. And guess what? We got our model. Amazing stuff. And we can just click close and cancel it. What is the next thing that we can do over here? First of all, let's move the camera here, and let's make it a little go upward, and now it's fine. I don't know why, but it's just blinking for no reason, but never mind. Okay, mainly because of the lighting issue and all, but this appears over here. What is the next thing that we can do? As soon as I click on add content, or as soon as I click on just content, like I go to content page, I click on get started, add content and all, and I'm able to see that. Okay, that's good. Then I should ultimately be able to add the content. As simple as that. Let's try to do that. I'm inside my model. Okay, here I'm getting all the content. I'm getting title, link type, text and all these things. I have something called handle change, and then at the end I have my inputs and all, and I have a button. And let's do one thing, keep it inside a form. Okay, so that it actually becomes a form. Then I have text input, text input. These are the two text inputs. Then types input, tags, and this. Am I getting the types handle change? Yeah, I'm actually getting the types from there. Let's even check whether it works or not. So if I click on handle types input, over here I have these types options. That's right. Any good way to just have them? Let's create something called constants. Should be fine. Do I already have that or not? Components constants already here. Then types options, input types options. So inside this I have a file called input types let it be here. It's no use like moving it the other place, or there could be a better name. And this is all about the select a type. So type options, link type options. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So link type options.ts, and what I'll be doing over here is simply cutting it from here, because of course it doesn't look good to be here. And once I cut it from there, I will be pasting it here, and I'll be actually exporting the things from here. So once it is exported, I should be able to just get it. Ultimately I should be able to import it. And how will I import it? Okay, so ultimately I am exporting link type options. This is the one that I have. Options I need. So options are gonna be equals to contents link type options. These are the ones. Okay, great job. So this much I've done over here, and inside this I'm getting two things. I'm getting the name, I'm getting the on change. Am I getting those things from there? Let's check this thing. I'm getting the name, type. Name is the type. Yeah, name is the type. And I'm getting on change. Okay, once I got those two things, what am I doing over here? First of all, name is used for this, so that I'm actually able to get the value. And using select, I'm getting all these options. And what am I actually doing? Am I selecting it the right way? On change, I'm calling the on change over here, and whenever this on change is called with the help of its name, I'm actually able to get the right result. Simple. Okay, so let's go to the model. Inside this model I have these things, and I'm just simply handling it. I wanna check at the end that CLG, do I get the content payload properly or not? First of all, let's check this thing out. If I get the content payload, then I'll be going ahead. Good morning, Shahena was, sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing. भाई यार एक बताओ, एक क्या होता है, एक बात होती है। हाँ, मुझे कोडिंग नहीं हो रही, क्या करूँ? मुझसे कोडिंग नहीं हो रही, क्या करूँ? किससे होती है भाई? कोडिंग करना पड़ता है। इट्स ऑल अबाउट हैविंग अ रीज़न कि किस लिए कर रहे हो। HTML CSS पर ही रुका हूँ, कोडिंग नहीं होती, इनिशियली हार्ड लगता है, तो या तो खुद को फोर्स करो करने के लिए, क्योंकि अगर फोर्स करते रहोगे, कोडिंग करते रहोगे तो वो आसान हो जाता है। अगर किसी भी काम को करते रहोगे, वेदर कितना भी हार्ड हो, ओवर द टाइम दैट वर्क बिकम्स इजी। तो इट्स ऑल अबाउट कि रीज़न क्या है सीखने का। अगर रीज़न अच्छा खासा है भी है ना, देन कर जाओगे, कितना भी हार्ड हो। हार्ड तो लगता है, दैट इज़ ट्रू, आई गेट इट, एवरीवन फील्स हार्ड, but your ultimately reason, the emotion that you have in you, that is only gonna give you motion. So emotion is the sense energy in the energy in motion, so your emotion will give you motion. I hope you have the big one. Otherwise even just force yourself, just do it anyhow for few days, then slowly you will get in the habit of doing that. But yeah, you will have to push yourself. There's no shortcut over here. One simple thing, hard work, and insane hard work, if you really wanna be good at it. So let's try this thing out right now. Reload the page. What is this? Model.tsx. Okay, it turns out that any tips? By no tips, just hard work. Just only one thing. First thing is that you need to have a reason. If your reason is big, you're most welcome. If your reason is big, it's gonna be easy for you to do that. So have a reason, like why you are actually doing that. And if you don't do it, what will happen? What is the worst case in your life that you will have to face if you actually don't do that thing right now? So ultimately, if you have a good reason, you will be able to just tackle the things. Why is this getting called over and over? Mainly because that's right. Let's try to add the title. Let's try to add the link, whatever. Type is gonna be YouTube, tag is gonna be this. Let's click on add. I added it. Did I get the value? Let's see. FDS link type, I got all my tags. Wow, I got even the ID. It got even saved on what? I think so, it got saved in the DB. How did it get saved? Did I send a request to the database? I'm not handling submit. How did it get saved? Just a sec. I have link. Okay, over here ID I'm generating it from my own side. I thought I'm getting the ID from the database, but this particular ID, I just hope that it's getting generated from the client side itself. Let's even check that thing out. So wherever I'm getting the tags from, ultimately types input, and not only types input, its name should rather be tags input, because this is not type. Okay, tags input, they are different. Sorry. Let's click on tags input, and over here, whenever I just handle what, so many functions are there. Let's have a look at them one by one. So whenever I submit it or handle submit and all, is there any function like that? Handle key down. Okay, when submit happens, handle input change, input key down, tag delete. This does not happen over here. That means I must have a function. Oh my god. Input, this is okay. Question is, whenever I submit it, at that time, crazy. I have tag, set tag, edit tag, set edited tag, editing tag, set editing tag. Tag is here. And whenever the page runs, set editing tag ID becomes null, that's right. And if I click outside, then only it happens. That means add query label listener, click. Whenever you click on the body, set editing tag ID, gets removed. So what happens because of that? Okay, mainly the tag section gets unfocused, that's okay. And handle input change, I'm simply handling the values. Handle key down, I'm just simply checking that even I'm not adding this particular functionality. But over here what I'm doing, that the tags that I have, set content payload. Okay, I'm getting the content payload over here, and I'm directly adding the values. I'm even adding the ID from my own side, so it's getting done automatically. That's good. So this is kind of an input. It does not need to have a button, and whenever that submit button is done, things get on the right track automatically. Okay, so here I'm inside the model. I have the button at the end of the day. Again, the type is gonna be submit. Even I have two buttons, and they are doing their jobs. Okay, what is the next thing that I can do? Instead of making it a form, let's make it a div, because again, that those buttons that I have, they are already the form. So one thing I can do, as soon as I click on it, as soon as I click on any one of those buttons, yeah, so over here, whenever I click on this add button, at that time on click, I have to say handle add click. This is the function that I have to create. So let's create that function on handle add click. As simple as that. This much I have done over here. Then what is the next thing that I'll be doing? Inside this, I'll be getting the submitting section done. One more thing, whenever the content gets submit, I have to save it in the state as well. So I have to keep that particular thing in mind. That simply means I have to send two things from here. First thing is the content payloads that I have to send, so that I can save the data. And the another thing is that I have created my where is the content context that I created? Context. Come on, yeah. Here it no. Context is here. Then the content context provider that I have over here, and inside this I have contents. So inside this content as well, I have to just set the value, so that I don't have to make a DB call. I'll have to make a DB call. I'll get the data from there, and then I will save it here. That's okay. So get rid of it, and I have contents. That's okay. Types inputs. Not needed right now. Model buttons. This is where I actually need to do something to the content payload that I have over here. I wanna give it as a prop, so content payload is gonna be equals to content payload. And when it comes to this model button, and even this content payload will have some kind of type that I already created, and that is content payload type. So let's copy it too, and let's go to the model buttons. Over here I'll be getting that content payload as a prop. So content payload as a prop, and the type of that content payload is going to be content payload. The type was already created, so let's give it that type. Any problem right now? Of course, many problems. And what is the problem? Content payload is defined but never used, cannot find any. Okay, so let's import this particular type first of all, and now it's fine. Let's check that like type out. So I have title, link type, and string. When it comes to this link type, so there are fixed type for it, right? So let's go to, where could I have saved it? Link type. Do I have link type? Yeah. So I have link type over here. So ultimately I have to have it there. That simply means the content type dot ts for model that I created. This link type should actually be link type that I'm actually exporting from there. So this thing is done. So this is the content type for the model. Is that really true? I have link title, link type text. Am I using it inside the model? Okay, model in the sense model for the client side, so model for the backend. For that thing I need to have ID created and updated and all. This is for the client side for that. And so ultimately I created the type for the model, so that is models, and then content type inside that. What all I have content type, that is the main content type, that's fine. ID, title and all, and this content payload types, and this is the content type. Content payload, content type. There is a difference between them, that is right. Let's close everything. Let's go to the model buttons. And over here I'm getting the content payload types. That's a good thing. What is the next thing that I can do? Once I got that, so whenever I click handle click, whatever, at that time I have to make some changes. Not only that, I have to reset. Oh my god. Really? Ha. The problem is that as soon as I click on this, I have to reset the whole content. So even I have to set the, I'll have to send the set content payload. Set content payload, and that's gonna be set content payload. This is the set function, whatever you call that state. I'm sending it so that I can actually set the values. I have to make it empty as soon as the form gets submitted. So set content payload, and I'll be getting set content payload as well. Set content payload, and this will be having a type called dispatch. So let's import it from React, and inside this it is a set state action. First of all, set state action, and it will be taking generic type, and that's gonna be the type of the content payload itself. So whatever type of content it will be getting, it will just have that type only. So content payload, content payload types, I think it should be fine. And once this thing is here, then I'll be actually using a try catch block over here. Which one should I use? I can go with either. Like I can go with either with the Axios or with the fish. Let's go with Axios right now. I mean, I'm just using it randomly, no particular choice and all. So const response is gonna be equals to await. Again, if I wanna use await, I'll have to make it async. Once I made it async, await, I'll have to import Axios. So let's import Axios. What kind of request will I be sending? I have to post the data, so the request type is gonna be post. What is the URL? Good stuff. URL is gonna be backend URL that I have. Backend URL. Do I have that? Yeah. What is the backend URL that I have? That is HTTP localhost 3000. Okay. Slash what? Slash API slash v1 slash content. That's it. I think this should be it. And I have to send the body. Do I have the body? Yeah. So I have to send the data, right? Data is gonna be content payload, and then I have to send the config. Configs are gonna be header. Headers are gonna be equals to what? Content payload, not content type. Content type, and that's gonna be application JSON in the form of JSON. Application slash JSON. The thing is that over here we don't have to stringify the data. Axios automatically stringifies the data, but whenever you send the data to the backend, you stringify it first of all. And not only that, I have to add include not credentials. Yeah, with credentials is gonna be true. Do I have included? No, so that's actually gonna be true. So this much is the thing that I'm sending. Once I got that, then the response is assigned but never read. Once I got my response, then I'll check if I'll just simply log the response here. First of all, let's see what I get in the response. And by the way, if there is any error, so at that time I'll be checking if error Axios that I already have over here dot is Axios error, and if error is a type of Axios error, and error dot response that actually exists, in that case I'll be returning a toast dot error. Again, I have to import toast, so toast dot error, and that's gonna be error dot response dot data dot message. Again, how do I know it? I've just worked with this many times, so I know this is the path. Else, if in else case, let's even return it from here directly. So I will be just returning it. Well, this return means it will just get over once this thing is done. And at the end of the day, I'll simply be checking toast. Well, return means will not really return anything. I had better just keep it at the end too. Like I can keep it here, return something like this. And the another thing is gonna be like toast dot error, and over here I'll be checking the error type. So that's gonna be error instance of error, in that case I have to just give it a error dot message. Otherwise just I'll stringify the error that I already have, and I'll be just giving it the error like this. Okay, don't worry about these things much. I've worked with these things many times, so I just remember the things and all. You can just learn it. Like either you can just handle the error directly. I'm just simply checking whether the error is the type of access error, then I will be getting this particular message. If the error is the instance of error, then I will be getting the message directly. Otherwise I'll simply stringify the error instead. This is a simple thing. The thing that I want to check over here, one more thing. Let's forget about thing. Let's check out the response, exactly what response I get. So let's do it. Let's go to the it doesn't matter where you go, it should work everywhere. So let's click on F12 and let's check that thing out. Reload the page, and is loading app.tsx. Where is this coming from? Is loading, and this, let's remove it from here. So I have to go to app, that's here, and from here I have to remove this particular log that I have, and close this particular page as well. Let's go to the model button, response that I'm actually loading, reload the page again, and I'm not getting anything. Let's click on add content, and let's give it the title. Let's give it the this, okay, www.google.com. this is the link. Type is gonna be article, whatever, or tags, Google, YouTube, whatever, and Brainly. So these are the tags that I have created. If I click on add, I'm getting an error. What kind of error is that? I have no idea. Let's click on the network, and this is the error that I sent. So that was not found. Interesting. Localhost 3000 API given content not found. Let's open Postman and check the path whether that's right or not. So whenever I want to add my content, should it be contents? Yeah. How can I make it? How can I make this mistake? Instead of content, I should have written contents over there. Okay, let's try it again. This time, add content. Everything is already added. Amazing. Let's click on add. Validation error. Lovely. This is again insane. It is found. Preview. The response, it returned nothing. This time I sent contents, and this is the error I got. That is let's check this thing out. It is simply saying that validation error validation at this particular field, success status, errors, text 0, message invalid input, expected string received, object. Yeah, tags is the string that I have defined in my backend, and I'm actually sending an object from here. What is the next thing that I can do? Changing something. What happens if I don't give this tag, these tags that I'm actually creating? I'm having to give it the ID. Why am I even doing that? Let's check this thing out. So the tag that I'm creating inside this model, I have tags input. Okay, and when it comes to these tags inputs, so I have these tags, and when it whenever handle input key down happens, at that time I'm getting all my previous set content payload. So from there I'm getting all my previous tags. Okay, and I have those previous tags. Then I'm actually adding the ID over here. Okay, what is the use of adding the ID? This ID is mainly used for what? This ID is mainly used for deleting them and all. But am I doing that? I think I'm using that ID. So if I go to my tags over here, I must be using t.id. That is already being used. in that case I need to have the ID, that is for sure. And ultimately this is gonna be an array of these two things, the tag as well as the ID. In my backend side, I've been just sending the tags only, not the ID. So this thing I need to keep in mind. Or even better, I can give the ID as well, like ID for that particular thing. Then one ID will be created from MongoDB side. So let's do one thing. Let's not create the ID. I think MongoDB automatically creates the ID. Backend, source, models, and tag model. Yeah. Not tag model, not this one. First of all, I need to go to the content. So title is here, link is here, link type is here, and tag is here. But I'm saying that I will be getting the tag only, right? I need to get the ID too. And ID will automatically be created. One question: can I add my own ID in MongoDB? Yes. Okay, that's creating custom object IDs in MongoDB. Instead of taking a help of AI, I prefer to go to a page so that I get to learn some more. It is your find okay. Unique plus random ID is okay. So let's try this thing out. How is this even done? Turns out I don't really have any code over here. Source. Let's go to the MongoDB website itself. So name and all. This is it. So the thing is that whenever my documentation is this, now take the help of AI, like I have to go through a lot, uniqueness and all. So ultimately if I give it this ID tag, when inserting documents, simply include ID field, and that is it, you are done. If you don't provide ID in your document, the MongoDB driver client side or the server will automatically generate it. Okay, simple easy peasy thing. I have to just add the ID thing. What problem am I actually facing right now? First of all, it is not defined in the database, and second thing is that I'm naming it just ID over here. That should be underscore ID. So let's fix that first of all. So I need to go to my tag model over here, not my tag model here. Content model, okay, tag model, content type, close this, not needed. Content types, close this, not needed. Contents provider, not needed. Model button, and I'm just giving it the payload, but there is a problem. So let's go to just model, click on tags input over here. I already have the tag over here, that's a good thing. And whenever I'm clicking down over here, I'm giving it the tag, I'm setting the tag to empty. Instead of making it ID, I'll be making it underscore ID. But the thing is that I'll get lots of errors. So where all I have this ID at many places. So let's make it ID like this and search ID over here and see where all I have. I have the ID at 21 places. Okay. What is the problem with this? ID is missing in type ID. ID is missing. That means it has a type. Where is this type coming from? This is the type of the content payload. Content payload. Okay. So let's click on the content payload types. And this is the link type, tag type that I already have. Let's click on tag, and inside this, instead of having just the ID, I will be having underscore ID, as simple as that. And then these are the things done already. Get rid of this, get rid of this too, and came back here. This time I'm not getting that error, and wherever I have the ID, I have to just simply replace that. So IDs here. So this should be underscore id. Okay, and I don't have id here, that's great. And one more thing, I must have used the id here, that is for sure. So let's replace this id with underscore id. So this thing is done. Same here, underscore id. One more thing, same here as well, underscore id. And turns out that I don't have any errors right now. Close this. And ultimately this thing is done from this side. The other thing that I need to handle, that whenever I'm sending the data to the backend, I have to define the schema for it, because if I directly send it right now like this, reload the page, add content, add any title, add any string, link and all, add the tags and all, and let's click on F12 so that I am actually able to see the request going to the backend and all. Okay, let it be like this much. Let's click on the network, click on add. I'm getting the again, and that is the validation error, mainly because the backend is not ready to accept that kind of data. So let's go to the backend and backend. So this is the model that I created. Inside this model I have my content. When it comes to this content, I have the text. It needs the id as well this time. The id is going to be type of string, so id is going to be again string type that I'll be sending from the backend side, front end side. That's it, should be only this much. It should be getting these two things, and once it got these things, and let's go to the tag. This tag I have already over here. It will have something called id, and that's gonna be type of string. Is that fine? So it has the unique id and it has the tag. String, unique, string, whatever. By the way, this id should be unique as well, so let's make it like this. Type is going to be string, and unique is gonna be true, and that is it. Required, yeah, definitely required is gonna be true. id is required in case I just forget, it's not provided over here. What is the problem? The property are incompatible. Property, the string constructor is not assignable to type of missed object that is given and defined. That string constructor is missing the following topology from the type of object SQL. Type string unique. Something is up. The problem is the inside the tag, like the type that I created. So that type only contains tag type. What is the tag type over here? The tag type does have the id, but that is the type of object. So let's make it a string right now. And once this thing is done, let's go back. Wow. Tag type, tag document. Let's remove it from here. That will still have that, so let's make it a string. This TypeScript type problem. So this thing is done from here. Ultimately I'm making this id as a string, and I'm sending it from my on site. So close this, and then I'm exporting this tag field from here. Again, just no extra stuff not needed inside types. And tag field I have, okay, this is fine. Right now I'm not getting any error. So this thing is done. What is the next thing that I can do? I'm already getting the id, I'm already getting the tag, those things should be fine. I can just simply close this from here, and right now I should not be getting any error. That's right. But even before that, you need to empty your id. Let's open Compass, MongoDB Compass, and you have to just remove all the tags that you have. By the way, this is MongoDB, so schema will not really be a problem. In MongoDB it's alright, like whether you have same kind of data or not. So even I can just go without that. Even I will be checking the differences what am I working with? Lol, I forgot my database URL. This is the Brainly by me app. So Brainly DB, and then I have tags inside this. So far I have this ID and the tag name. If I go to my contents, so over here I've been having an array. That array simply contains the object ID. This time it's going to be different. This time it will be containing two things. It will be containing, does it need to contain two things? I don't think so. It does not need to contain two things. Like the, not this one, content model. So this is the content model, right? Inside this I have tag. Why am I saying that it will be getting the idea too? Yeah, I don't need to mention it. I just need to mention the type over here. So I'm just simply saying that the tags that it will only have the object ID, and when it comes to the ID, I'm directly visiting that particular tag model. Inside this I'm providing the ID by myself, so it should be fine. Let's try this thing out now. One more thing, what is the okay, set content payload, that's all right. Let's send the request from the this side only, from postman side, and see whether we get the right response and all. So inside this I will be sending an object. The object will have something called an ID. So ID is gonna be like this. Let's even make it a proper object so that it's good looking and all. So it's gonna be like this. It will have a proper ID. That ID will be like, maybe let's make it unique 1 2 3. It's really bad, but I know. And then it will have something called tag, and tag is gonna be maybe YouTube this time. So this much I've done over here. What I'll be doing, I'll be just sending a request to the database. Am I logged in? I have to check that. So click on users, click on login. Let's log in first of all. User logged in successfully. Let's go to add content. Let's send the request to the database, and validation error because I haven't restarted the database now. Stop, not that, this one mainly. npm run dev again, and let's run the front control. npm run dev. Errors. It's simply saying that inside content controller.ts you are using tags IDs. Okay, existing tags. What is the problem? String is missing the following properties: object ID, tags IDs. Let's go to 64 number line of what? Controller.ts. Let's click on it directly so that I'm arrived there. And the 64 number line, I'm already controller.ts. 64 number line is this. This is the one, and it is simply saying that string array is not assignable to object ID array. Type string is missing the following properties: object ID, okay, tag ID. Where is this? And this tag ID, this time it will contain the type strings, array of string. Why? Because I have changed that from object to a string, so that is why. So this thing is done right now. The thing is that, or call it good or call it bad, I'm actually creating the ID from my own side. It should not be done actually. Like MongoDB creates the ID from its own side. That is more secure if I'm creating the ID from my own side. So I can actually do one thing. I can actually create the ID but use it only on the client side, not send it to the backend side and all. So this is how it can be done. Okay, interesting. By the way, if I've done this much, so let's go with this. By the way, that could also be a way. Both the ways are gonna work. But what about this now? This is not the best way actually. Even what is the thing? Okay, that's what. The best way could be that when I'm actually creating the tags over here. Where is this model? Over here I'm creating the tags, and once the tags are created, I'm actually giving it the ID. That's okay. I do not have any problem with this. like I should be giving the ID, but when sending the data from to the client, to the backend, actually I should remove the ID. But for now that is fine, we have to just work with this functionality. So even this is great. There can be many ways to fix and do the same thing. This is the one that I'm going with right now. Let's send the request again from the loading. Okay, interesting. Glad to know that that was something interesting that I saw right now. So let's click on this. Let's send the request again. I will get the same error because the backend is not running or something. Yeah. So npm run dev. Alright, seems to be okay. MongoDB does not allow overwriting the default ID index. Arre baap. Now I'm getting a suggestion that MongoDB does not allow overwriting the default ID. And what I'm doing, I'm trying to overwrite that. Will it work? It will still work, but it's not recommended. So I will not be doing that. By the way, let's check whether it works or not. Validation invalid. Well, validation here test.0 whatever. It's simply saying that MongoDB does not allow it. That's okay. MongoDB doesn't allow it. Then what can I do? I'll have to make changes on my front end side. Come on, let's do it. Few steps back, whatever I made changes, whatever changes I made, let's go with that only. It was ID by default, right? Okay, let's change everything. It's not like that, yaar. Are you crazy? ये तो ज़्यादा ही हो गया था. इतना भी नहीं हटाना है, कुछ ही चीज़ें हटाना जो मैंने चेंज किया है. Tag model that I have here. I have to remove the ID section from here. Okay, that's removed. And content model that I have over here, and that's done by default. I don't need to change anything. The types I need to change if I'm not wrong. So let's even check that thing out. Tag model that is already here. Tag ID. This particular thing. Come on. Tag type. Let's change it. That's gonna be object right now. And more things will come when I face the errors. Like directly again, I can't. It's hard to find them. But it's gonna be like this. I changed many things, but okay. I will face the errors and all. Then I'll fix them then and there. Overall things are okay. What I'll actually be changing, I will not send the ID to the backend, rather MongoDB will be creating the ID from its own side. So what will I be doing? That is a good question actually. What will I be doing then? Let me show you what I'll be doing. But before this, what is the problem? Content type, content payload types. Okay, content payload types. Tag type, this is the one that I'm adding. Let it be just a string. I will add the like ID for sure because ID is required. So I will be having the ID, but I will be removing the ID when sending a request to the database. It's gonna be like that. Quite tricky, yeah, but it is important. It is important. This thing is done. And then I'm using the ID everywhere. That's also fine. And that is it. Let's try to make a request to the database first of all and see whether to the backend. Why am I in the habit of saying database? Let's run it. Let's simply make a request to the backend and see whether things are getting done the right way or not. This time I will be sending the previous data. Like this, I'm sending YouTube shorts and videos and all. And let's send the request. And content created successfully. That means it worked. The only thing is that I have to handle it on my front end side. And not only that, when it worked, so I actually got an ID from MongoDB side. So the next time when I'm actually getting the data from the MongoDB side, I don't have to. This is insane. MongoDB provides me the object ID, and when I'm actually getting that, do I need to show it at that time? No, it is for only when I add the form, right? That is fine. Sorry, I just thought of something more. Okay, so let's close this thing, tag input. What is the next thing that I need to do? I'm adding this ID, that's okay, that is fine. Whenever I'm submitting it, where am I submitting it? Models, content types, not needed, not needed, not needed. Let's click on the model button, and over here I'm actually submitting the page. The content payload that I already have, that is not the right content payload, there is extra ID. What should I be doing? Interesting question. Let's try to do that. Const payload is gonna be equals to the content payload that I have dot map. We'll be changing the data now, and then I will be just sending the payload from here. Select ho jana payload, yeah, this much. And what I'll be doing, first of all, I'll get my content from here, that is right. Once I got my content, I have to return an object that is also right. What will I be doing? First of all, I will be destructuring all the previous content that I got, and at the end I will be returning tags, that is right. And inside that tag, what? Tag is an array. Yes, it is an array. It is an array of objects. That's also right. Like, yeah, that's right. So what I want to do that content.tags. I want to get content. It can be easy, right? There can be easy way. Yeah, that's right. Instead of doing this much, sorry, I can even get an easier way. This can also be done. I can, if I try to do that. If it will get too much difficult. Content.tags. Once I got my tags, at that time .map, then I'll get my tag, and then I'll be returning tag dot id. So I'll be returning tag dot tag, something like this. Control D. What is the problem? Content payload. That is not an array. Yeah. I'll simply get my content. Sorry. Let's remove this thing from here. And let's get rid of this thing as well. So I have my content payload. Once I have my just a sec, let me make it better. So const payload is going to be equals to, I have my content payload, payload dot tags I have inside that dot map, and I will get tag inside this. Once I got that particular tag, then I will be returning tag dot tag only. That's it. Easy peasy. I'm removing the ID from there. If I make it ID, it will also be fine, because I have the ID over there, but I will just be returning the tag instead of returning the whole ID and tag name. This should be fine. Then I'm sending it there. Let's try to do it. Simple easy peasy change that I made over here, and I hope it's gonna work fine. Reload the page, add the content, F12, close this here. Yeah, so reload the page right now. Add the things, whatever link is gonna be this. Select a type, any type, add some, okay, what tags. Let's click on add. Request goes, and then error. What is the problem? Validation error there. Payload is this. Wow. Sorry. I'm bad. I know. I'm bad at this. I'm not bad. So not only this, there's one more thing that I have to do. That at the end of the day, I have to only return the content payload. I'm just changing the content payload. I'm changing the tags inside content payload, that is okay, but that does not mean that I have to return payload. I have to return the content payload only. Tags are getting changed inside that automatically. Let's try to do it now. Add content, anything, array, anything, and any tag. Okay, let's send a request. Add content. कितनी error validation कितना आएगा भाई? What I'm sending link type tag के अंदर क्या भेज रहा हूँ? Oh, inside tag I'm still setting this. This ID I have to remove. Why am I not able to remove? Everything else is okay. Why am I not able to remove the ID? Tags, okay. Map. let me do one more thing. Content payload dot text is gonna be equals to this happy. इसके बाद होगा क्या? A text is the array. That's right. And content payload dot text dot map. Ultimately, I'm getting the array over here as well. The array of the tags. So this should be fine. What is the problem over here? String is not assignable to tag. Oh, string. Tag. कौन सी string कौन सा tag? I'm getting, that's okay. Where is the tag ID? That's right. So let's click on content types. Over here I go to tag, and here I have the ID. So ultimately from here what I'm actually returning, content.payload, the types that I have to remove the string from here, sorry, ID from here. Let's go there again, and when it came to this, then what is the error? String is not assignable to tag. String that I'm actually getting from here is not assignable to tag. That means the type of this is still tag, this tag, and I have just tag over here, so it should be fine. And content type, not worried about the content type, just the payload. So I have tags, that is the array of tag, that is tag is again a string though, so that should be fine. Tag of string, content payload types, let's code it from here. This should be fine here. Why is this not even working fine? Set content payload is defined, but never you know. If I actually just give it this much, like the array of tag, and that's gonna be tag. Is this fine? It is fine. So why is this having problem with this? Content payload tags. Okay, I got the array. I'm mapping through that, and I'm only returning t.tag. Let's do one thing. There's only one thing that I can do. Cut, paste, const, tags are gonna be this, tags are gonna be here. Again I'm getting data, that is okay. Even let's not assign the value over here, let it be. What I'll be doing, CLG tags. First of all I wanna check what kind of tags I'm getting right now, and I think I'm right. Content payload dot text, that's gonna be very too much. Content payload types, tag, remove it. Why? I know why. I'll be just simply returning this string, array of string. Simple. Get rid of this now. And over here, okay, t.tag, I don't even need to return that now. Control C, let's remove, and now it's fine. It's simply like I was actually returning an object. I have to just return the array of string. That is the simple thing. Get rid of this and keep it here, and like this. Now one more problem. Tag does not exist on type. Tag does not exist on type string. That's right. So content payload, if I'm creating a content payload, that needs to have the ID anyhow. First of all, this, if content payload does not have the ID, how will I just figure out the things? Yeah, it needs to have two types. Then it should not be giving me data. This much I'm doing over here. And when it comes to the type, let's make it tag. Sorry. The thing is that it needs to have the tag type, that's okay. Not only that, it needs to have the other type too. So let's make it like this. Don't I have that? Yeah, I don't have that content type. So there will be either a tag, that's okay. And not only this, it will either have a tag type or it will have a string like this. So either the array of text or the array of just strings or something like this. And when I come back to this, now it's simply saying that tag does not exist on type string or tag does not exist. Tag does not type string, that's right. So I can make sure that it does exist like this. It's not possible. Okay. I have to make sure the tag does exist in that case. If tag exists, t dot tag exists, only in that case I will be returning tag from here. T dot tag from here. Oh, still. This time the tags, they can have two types. That can be either string or string of array or the object of array. Yeah, that's right. In that case, this is something that I'm getting, and I have to check tag exists and tag.t exists. It's right that it is simply saying me that tag does not exist on type string or tag. So I have two things, I have string and I have tag. So I have to check one thing over here, that type of t, if that's not equals to string, in that case do this. Okay, this is the key that I'm getting. Use a brain, man. This text, what is the problem with this? String or undefined array is not assignable to tag or string. Undefined. Okay, got that. In else case, in return this if that's it. In else case, return t. Happy go lucky person. What I'm saying over here, and let's even make it easier. If the type of t is not equals to string, that means it is an object. Return t dot tag. Otherwise, return this. Playing with the data and all. Okay, good. What next? Let's CLG content payload to check that. And then let's send a request again. Okay, click on add content. Okay, let's remove one, just this much. Send a request. This time I'm sending FDS. This. Okay, so what is the problem now? Internal server here. Is the database running, like backend running or not? Backend is running. It's simply saying that internal server error. Interesting. At least now I'm not getting the same error. That is a good thing. FDS preview. Internal server error by API content validation failed. Link must be a valid or a bapre. It is saying now link must be a valid URL. I'm providing just anything. Okay, reload the page again. Content, let's provide the right link. www.google.com. यही होती है स्पेलिंग गूगल की, GOO google.com. ओके, एडिट. कितनी एरर्स आएंगी यार? लिंक मस्ट बी अ वैल्यू, वही तुम्हें दे रहा. पेलोड पे देखो, मैं भेज रहा www.google.com. आप कैसे HTTP भी ऐड कर दो. HTTPS ये लो. अब ठीक, अब ऐड कर देते हैं. And yeah, it is done now. Preview is this content created, finally content created successfully. Crazy stuff. So it hooked, made me hook here for this much time. Crazy, but never mind. So ultimately content got created and I can just simply go ahead. By the way, once the content got created, then I'm getting the response, and I'm getting the data dot success. Then I can just simply go ahead with this. Okay. So I'll be doing over here, if response dot data dot success, that's triple equals to true, in that case do this, or just that much is even enough, or else do something else. Okay, if that's true, what will I be doing? First of all, a message post dot success, content created successfully. In else case, failed to create the content. As simple as that. And once the content got created successfully, then I even have to get the data, and I have set content payload. So set content payload is gonna be what? First of all, let's make it empty. So set content payload is gonna be this thing. By default, Control C. Set content payload, yeah. And let's keep it here. So for that, just an object. Let's paste it here. So set content payload is set, and not only that, I have to get the contents, set contents. So const use contents, I have to get set contents from here. Once I got my set contents, so over here set contents, that's gonna be equals to the previous contents that I already have. That's gonna be an array, so I have to return the previous contents and the new content that I just got right now. Rather, the new content should be at the top. Oh yeah, it should be just at the top. So the new content that I got, and that is response.data. I think this is the one. So response.data. What? Content. Response.data. Content. This much I have to send. Once this thing is sent, then I should be getting it now, and that is it. And not only that, if I'm actually creating that, so I have to redirect it to that particular page. So navigate. So const navigate is equal to use navigate react router. No. Navigate, yeah, react router. Once I have this navigate, so I have to navigate the user to the navigate the user to the /content page. /content page should be fine. Let's try this thing out right now. Reload the page. Get started is okay, fine. Go back. Add content. Add the content. A link should be valid. Type and any tag. Just click on add content, and I'm redirected there. Content added successfully, and this is the content that I actually got. Wow, this is amazing actually. So far it worked actually. Even I'm able to just show the content over here, and this is just the website of that, except all in all. So I have opened my whole ChatGPT website over here. That is the thing that I need to fix, but ultimately it's good. Introduction to ChatGPT and all. So that was it actually, and I will be back. Just I'm gonna take a break for 5 minutes or something, and then I'll be back, and then I'll continue from here on. So let's take a break just for 5 minutes, and then I'll be working on the remaining features so that it actually works as expected and all. That will be done. I'll be back soon. Take care. And just a minute. Let me do one thing. Play the music in the background, and that's it.
I need you to listen. I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. That's good.
Alright everybody, so here we are back and let's continue from here on and let's see how many things can actually be done today. So this much I have done, even that post is being shown there. So that is a good thing. Similarly, I can do the same thing from here. Like I can just add the things over there. Let's make it YouTube this time and just some tags, and let's add it over here. And okay, that should be contents, not content. Something like this, and I must be getting that here, whatever the URL I had. Added 2412, 2412, 2412, everything 2412, 24. Well, the date seems to be exactly same. Yeah, like let's reload the page. The URL is directly getting saved, so I need to even keep that thing in mind. Never mind. The another thing is that there's actually a lot. When I'm actually saving the content payload over here, first of all, I'm getting rid of this. That is okay. The another thing is that when it comes to adding the, let's get rid of this. Whenever we are adding the link, okay. So this is the link input that I have, and I'm just simply adding the link directly from there. What I actually need to do that wow. So whenever I'm sending the request to the database contents over here, at that time I have to check one more thing, and that's gonna be, first of all, let's have a look at the type. I have link type and I have the link, right? So what I'll be doing over here, if or better, yeah, that's okay, if link type, not like that, content payload that I have dot link type, let's make it a switch statement over here. Switch, I'll be getting content payload dot link type. Now if not using Python, this is not a good way. So over here I will have some cases. Case is gonna be first, that's gonna be if that's equals to YouTube, then do something, just something, and even I have to just break it there on. So let's break it here, and that's gonna be another case, and that's gonna be case Twitter, and again I'll do something and I'll break it here. Then I'll have default, and it will be like CLG wrong type and all, whatever. No, I need to have some more types, but never mind, let's get rid of this. I will have only these two types for now, and on the basis of that thing I will be just changing the link. So content type link, content payload dot link that I have, that will be changed. How will I change that? First of all, by default, if I go to YouTube, any YouTube video, and if I choose any video right here, suppose this one, control not it, like this, let's click on the video, and once I clicked on the video I will be just selecting the URL, and that is it. Once I have the URL, suppose this is the URL that I have, what will I what will I be doing? I'll have to replace this particular part, this much, and this should be slash embed if I'm not wrong. Are you sure about it? I have to check it. So how can I check this thing right now? Let's go to the database, and I have to replace that with embed, right? So if I actually get this link right now and paste it in a new tab. Sorry, just coughing for no reason. Actually suffering from sneeze, that is why. So I'm not getting it. But I should be able to get the result. Okay, so what can I do? Content payload dot link dot replace. I'll be replacing what? This is the URL. And I mainly want to replace /watch and this much. So replace /watch version and this with a replacement value, and that's replace value, and that's gonna be /embed/ simple. So this is what I'm doing over here. If that's equals to YouTube, and if that's equals to Twitter, then what? In Twitter I have to figure out the other way. When it comes to Twitter, so I have to just replace it with twitter.com. Okay, I'll check that thing out. But first of all, let's get this thing done. Reload the page. Let's try to add something. Add content. Getting a call. I'll have to just